Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm your host, Johnny Freeborn. You are watching Central Valley Real Estate, and my first guests are Ronnie and Gary. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
You're with Movoto Real Estate?
Yes.
All right, tell me about Movoto.
Movoto was originally, it's from the Bay Area, San Mateo, originally online. Compared to like Zillow, but now I think we're etching up on Zillow just a little bit. And now this is our first brick and mortar here in Fresno.
All right.
6475 North Palm, suite number 205, if I'm not mistaken. And we have 3 brokers over there with their team members. We have about over 30 agents now at Movoto. Julie Fulcher is our area manager. And we're just really excited. We have the billboards all across town. We have about over 6 billboards now. We're on the radio promoting an excellent program, by the way. It's like a customer service guaranteed program. Your agent at Movoto will give you more detail on that. But we just came to talk about, you know, our experience as a realtor, why an individual should choose a licensed real estate agent, real estate professional. And just a few pointers. Number one, a realtor is knowledgeable on a certain part of home, right? And a certain location. A realtor will give you the status on a piece of property that a buyer is inquiring about. Either active, pending, sold, or maybe active with some contingencies as a backup. Number two, also, a realtor will help you break down the purchase contract or listing contract, especially a purchase contract. Because right now, a lot of buyers, especially first-time home buyers, Ronnie will contest to this, they really don't know the contract, right? And it's us, yeah. And it's us as professionals really to break it down and say, you know what, here's where your deposit, you know, where you're putting your deposit. Here's where you want to include a washer and dryer or maybe a refrigerator. Here's where you want to say you want to add in maybe some sago palms, whatever the case may be. Or you want a roof certification or you want a termite clearance. A realtor knows those certain areas where to put on a contract. Okay. Number 3, a realtor is your advocate, right? That individual, him or her, is going to talk on your behalf, is going to negotiate on your behalf, is going to be there for you to fight when you're not around. Okay. And lastly, and then let Ronnie speak, a realtor is very resourceful. You know, a lot of times we may think that we know the answers, but I know I don't, and we don't. That's why we have a list of other resources out there. We have a vendor list that we work with. And as the years we're in practice, in our real estate practice, that's the years that we build relationships with individuals outside of real estate. That's very important.
Definitely. Okay, well, it sounds like you enjoy working with Movoto.
Really much, yes. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
What got you personally started, Gary, into real estate?
Well, you know what? It was like, I kind of like accidentally got into real estate. I was working for a nonprofit organization. Then I was doing real estate part-time, right? And then I got a pink slip, not a car, pink slip that we're going to lay you off. And I was immersed in 2001 with real estate. And I've been doing it full-time. I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much. I teach right down the street at Fresno City College. I teach real estate principles and I teach real estate practice. And I've been doing that since 2005. And ironically, that's how Ronnie and I met at the college when I was teaching. He was my student. Like I tell all my students, and I tell my clients also, and it doesn't matter how many years you've been in the industry, you're always learning something new, and it's always reciprocal effect. You're always learning something from the customers, from the students, or we're learning something from other vendors, other individuals.
Very good. Well, Ronnie, let's hear from you.
Sure.
What got you started into real estate in the first place?
Well, as soon as I graduated from high school, I wanted to be a firefighter, completely different occupation. So I started with the fire academy at Fresno City. I graduated and ended up dislocating my shoulder pretty bad. So I figured I wanted to change the career. But I still enjoyed helping people. You know, like Gary said, we're advocates for people. So I took Gary's class 2 years ago, and I kind of held off on getting my license because I wanted to get more in depth in the field. So I became a transaction coordinator for about 2 years. I met with various top producing agents. I've been to different brokerages, and when I've had enough experience, Gary reached out to me and asked me how I was doing. I told him I'm thinking about taking my test now. So eventually I got my test, and now I'm with Movoto.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your take on the market right now? What do you feel is happening in Fresno? What would be the savvy advice you could give to
definitely a
either
buyer's
buyers or
market,
sellers?
right? Yeah, it's definitely a buyer's market right now.
In some areas, yes, it can be a buyer's market. Sellers now, since prices have increased, are taking advantage of that by putting their homes on the market. I was talking to a colleague who's in the studio right now, and we were talking about a deal we just done recently. Now she's talking about her new listing, and I would have to say that we are lack of inventory right now, and we need more homes out on the market. We do. Buyers do have, a say into it. And I think it's really buyers, sellers. It's really kind of real even. A little bit of both. That's my take on it. And I do feel in the next 100 days with our new president-elect that prices are going to continue because of factors. When you have a president coming in the first 100 days, you want to make sure everything is really not bumping heads on the economy side, and you want to continue. I do believe 2017 is going to continue to be a banner year for real estate. Prices are going to still to increase, and I do feel that interest rates are going to increase slightly, but not to lure individuals out of the market. With the low inventory, here in Fresno County, it's like a special place. We have a kind of a niche, believe it or not, compared to like the Bay Area, compared to in LA. Prices are still affordable. I wrote an offer in Santa Monica about 3 weeks ago. The listed price for $1.1 million. We wrote an offer for $950,000 finance. 3 days later, the realtor said, "Gary, we have 20 offers, 8 of them all cash." Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Wow. Do you guys have any listings right now? Anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, I do. 6753 Butler Avenue, 93727. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, fully updated. It was built in 2005. It's a 1,800 square foot home and in a 12,000 square foot lot. So
Okay.
it's pretty big.
Now, if the viewers wanted to see photos of that, is it on Zillow or?
You can check it out on Movoto.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Movoto. Very good. How about for you, Gary?
We just sold one 2 days ago on Pamela, 2612 Pamela in Madera. Ronnie and I have a license in California, so we can travel outside of Fresno, okay? Also, 4610 West Pontiac Way, Fresno, California, 93722. 234,900, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, over 1,400 square feet. You can go to Movoto.com to see the pictures on there also. We have, for some investors, we have a property coming up on First Street. That's going to be probably in the 105 range. Rented out, $950 per month, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Then we have maybe another one. I say call me, 559-824-1454. Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Gary Carter with Movoto Real Estate, 559-824-1454, gcarter@movoto.com.
All right. And do you guys have any social media or web address?
Just Facebook. You can find us on Facebook.
Facebook, yes.
We're pretty active on there. So
very active on Facebook.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys. I
Well,
appreciate you sharing.
Thanks for having us. I hope we didn't overtalk or
No, not at all.
at all.
Not at all. It's tough to get everything in with two people and in around 5-minute range. But good job, guys. You did great. And again, thanks for coming on the show. Hope to have you back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back.